Welcome to Haffbreedz podcast. We're not here to find your spirit animal. For all you people who don't want your spirit animal, sit back, relax, drink your Pepsi, eat your fry bread, and enjoy the show.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Haffbreedz podcast. It's been a while. Our last episode dropped back in April, and since then, life's been, busy. In between working, schooling, parenting, being in school, and just trying to survive, we needed that break. We needed that pause. And if you're listening, for being patient with us. And today we are talking about that break and why we stepped back, what we've been carrying, and why taking a rest, especially as the Haffbreedz, isn't quitting. It's a form of resistance. This podcast is part of how we process, reflect, and reclaim spaces for our identities. This episode is a little bit messy, a little bit reflective, and very much real. Let's get into it.
Half-breed, that's all I ever heard. Half-breed, now I learn to hate the word. Half-breed, I'm no good, they won't.
Welcome back.
Yay, welcome back.
We're back.
We're still alive.
Okay, so we're going to talk about what we've been up to for the last 2 months. We did take a hiatus.
It's been a whirlwind.
There's not enough time in the day. I think that's so cliche to say, but it's true.
But if it was longer days, we still wouldn't have enough time.
I think if they didn't do the stupid daylight savings, then, we'd have more time.
They're saving the daylight.
Saving the daylight. I hate looking at my phone and being like, oh, it's already fucking 9 o'clock and like the light, it's the sun. Yeah, the sun's barely going down. So weird.
Yeah. And there's only, I think, 2 states that do not do daylight savings. I know Arizona's one. I forgot the other one.
Not the Navajo Nation.
Yep.
Even though most of it's in Arizona, it makes absolutely no sense.
It makes it really fun to deal with.
Mm-hmm. You're killing our peoples. They are. So we're going to talk about what we've been doing.
What you been doing?
I've been working. I've been working to get these kids their bachelor's degrees.
How about masters?
No, just bachelor's. I don't do graduate school.
How about PhDs?
Working to get finalized on some monies being like the scholarships, reconciling all that good accounting crap that I didn't even know that I was being thrown back into, but here we are.
There you is.
For school, that's probably the one I'm really burnt out with because I've been doing a ton of reading. I don't know if I'm necessarily retaining all this information. My ADHD won't let me. I've always had a problem with reading.
Yeah. ADHD.
But I'm doing my reading. I'm trying to take notes. I'm trying to retain that as much information as I can. But the good news is that it's kind of chugging along.
Well, yeah, you are chugging along. You finished your classes and you passed them.
I did. Yes, I forgot about that. I did that.
Dunzo. Well, you got a summer one coming up, right?
I do. It doesn't start until July, in a month, but I need to get her done. And that's exactly what I'm working on right now. So, audience, thank you for being a part of my master's and thesis. You guys will hear more about that later. As far as life goes, that's also been busy. We have 3 kiddos that want our undivided attention, and they should. I mean, individuality is really nice to have. I'm sure they are sick of being together all the time and watching one another.
Yeah, for sure.
So we've been busy keeping them busy, or trying to.
Mm-hmm.
And then you and I have or just recently celebrated our 7 years
Yeah.
of being matrimonially
7 years of bliss.
of legal being legally tied to each
Legally
other.
bound.
And we are itching. Ew. Are we itching?
You are itching?
You're the 7-year itch.
Yeah. That's it.
But that's more like when you want other lovers, right? Or something.
7-year itch?
Yeah. Does that pertain to that?
I think it does.
Okay, so mine's the opposite of itch. What's that? Because I'm going through like perimenopause, menopause.
Like shutting down the factory, huh?
I'm not necessarily itchy. Ew.
How about sticky?
Ew. I'm not sticky or itchy.
So you're just dry?
Just parched. Ew.
Parched in this summer
Speaking
heat.
of, oh my God, yes, it is hot. And hold on.
Well, we just hit hundreds here, huh?
There, wet. Yes, wet my whistle.
Me too.
Yeah, we just hit hundreds. Oh my gosh, not fun. And in my workspace, we've had like a couple weeks where it was shut down, where the heat was like
Oh, you mean the air conditioning?
the air conditioning. Yeah. So we had to do a little remote work there.
Yeah, that concrete and asphalt out there is now radiating heat. So whenever you walk out there, just even in the parking lot, like it's disgusting.
Gross. So, Gaby, what have you been up to with work,
Who?
school? And
Me?
let's start off with the easy one, work. Because I
Work.
feel like your job is easy.
Work has been so difficult. I have been working round the clock.
Really?
Not really.
I didn't think so.
No, just managing some websites and just preparing for the new terms and a new cohort they're starting up.
I think that is a lot of work. My ADHD can't. That's why you do all the electronic stuff.
The fun stuff.
I just scroll.
Scroll.
I just scroll.
Yeah, but it should be fun. It should be good. I'm working on buying a bunch of laptops for the scholars, the students.
Shopping's fun.
Yeah, and I'm getting them the good stuff, and then just getting like the uniforms and name tags, all that stuff. So work's been cool. It's been fun, busy.
I do see you more busy with school, though. I feel bad because undergrads, I'm glad I'm not an undergrad anymore.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to knock it out and do like the 15 credits a semester because I want to be done.
And you will be.
Yeah.
Good news. You're done with math.
Praise the Lord. I'm going to play that Hallelujah song right here.
Or the bum, 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 bum. What's that?
Which one?
That sound effect. Bum, 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 bum.
Oh, the foghorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, done with math. No more math. And this semester was crazy because I didn't research as much as I should have. So it was a real math heavy
Load.
yeah, with business finance and production management. And then on top of that, the calculus. So that was I did it though. It's done.
Yeah, it's done.
I passed all those classes.
And if I was in your position where I wasn't good at math, I'd feel relief too.
Good.
But I'm good at math.
But you cried for statistics. When I did statistics, I didn't cry.
I did cry. But what grade did I get?
I don't know. Did you pass that class?
99.86.
God damn.
Yep.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Pretty. Statistically, it's about average, but
What did you get? Do you remember?
I had a B.
Oh, yeah. That's your only good math class, huh? Out of all of your math classes you were required to take, that was your only better grade
Oh,
for math, right?
uh-huh.
Like of all the maths you took.
I think, yeah.
That's weird. Remember how many years I avoided statistics?
Stats.
I avoided it for 5 years? I was so scared to take it. But I'm glad I don't have to do that again, though. I'm really glad.
Are they moving sociology more to data analysis?
Yes. So sociology is headed more towards text analysis or statistics or stats, coding, all that good stuff, reading data.
Yeah. Doing Z tables.
Yay.
Sigma.
Alpha, omega.
Standard deviation.
How's life been going?
Life's been going. Like you said, we're trying to keep the kids busy and productive.
Speaking of productions, Milo's in one.
Yeah, that's
A
going
little
good.
theater kid.
Yep, he's full swing in School of Rock, the musical right now.
You have no idea how that makes my heart happy. Because since I was a little kid, I've always wanted to be in a musical. It's just my happy place.
Musicals bring you back, huh?
It was a way to get away from all that abuse going on in the background. And I mean, I can laugh about it now. Yeah. But it really was an escape. And I've always wanted to be in a musical, but I'm not a Kristen Chenoweth or Idina Menzel.
Adele
Dazeem. I'm none of those. And I mean, I don't think I'm tone deaf. I think I can hold a melody.
Okay, what is this one?
Okay.
They're all over the place. Did that hurt your ears? I'm sorry.
That was definitely flat. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Okay, that was the only thing in music I wasn't really good at.
What, singing?
No, oral perception.
Oh, just hearing it and knowing the key.
Yeah.
But on piano you
I
can't.
don't know why. But it's weird that I can hear a song and I can play it back. Why wasn't I good at oral perception?
Well, that just means you pick up the beat.
I don't know. I can't explain that. I can't explain why I was so bad at that class. It was the only class I failed in. I mean, I did jazz piano. And it was never, and I got an A in that class.
Oh, yeah, and you scatted.
That's choir, babe.
Yeah, try that one.
No. Stop it.
Come on, just a little taste.
I'm not doing that.
Our audience, they want to hear
No,
it.
they don't. And I'm never doing that. And I swear to God, I will murder someone if they have a tape of
The
me
video?
doing that.
Hey, I gotta find it.
Oh,
I'll just play a little clip. That's all.
I probably will end the podcast. I'll change my name. I swear to God.
Bleepity blue bat.
See, you did it way better than I did.
No, really?
Yeah, you did.
Well, I have years of scatting
Oh,
under my belt.
well, I can tell. But yeah, I'm proud of the little boy, the theater boy.
Yeah,
The theater boy.
the little theater boy, and then we got our oldest running some races.
We're trying to get him back to being an athlete because he's got the body for it.
Yeah, we did one last weekend, and he did good. He got 10th place.
Out of all the Las Cruces kids, huh?
Yeah, just running.
We're very proud of him too.
Yeah, and his next one's not this weekend, but next.
He is also he's right now. He's like hyper fixated on Breaking Bad.
Yeah, balls deep in Breaking Bad right now.
I told him today, I was like, you better not be watching Breaking Bad. You need to be watching your brother, or I'm not paying you.
But is there a way we can't check it, huh?
No, we need to put up some cameras.
On the Apple one, it'll show me like the last episodes played.
Yeah.
But not on that one's Netflix, huh?
I think Netflix can tell you like continue watching.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But I don't think he can tell you like if he's watched anything today or whatever.
But he's invested. I told him he should have watched Better Call Saul first and just done it in chronologically, but he already started Breaking Bad.
I don't know. I can see like how you would do that, and maybe it does work. I guess we're going to find out when I start watching Andor, huh?
Yeah.
Because I forgot about Rogue One.
Oh, shit. That's one of the best, like, later ones.
I don't retain that kind of information if I'm not invested.
It's the way you're going to do it right. You're going to watch Andor season 1 to Rogue One, and then we can go into episode 4, 5, 6.
I get so confused with the Star Wars timeline. I'm like, who are these people? What is happening?
What is so confusing about midichlorians and lightsabers and the Force?
What?
No, you'll figure it out. You'll learn all about the Kyber crystals.
Do you think I'm going to have a bunch of questions?
If you do, just keep them to yourself. Be quiet.
I can't help it. I'm like Salem. Like, what? Why is he?
What?
What? Where did he come from?
Well, Salem will probably be watching it with us, and he'll explain everything to you.
Him and Milo. Yeah. They're really good at the universe of Star Wars and Marvel.
Yeah, I gave up on MCU.
What's that?
It's like midichlorians and kyber crystals.
Oh,
Yeah.
like Superman?
Exactly like Batman.
I'm all thinking of the
DC.
the kryptonite. What is that? That's a crystal, right?
It's a butt plug.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Superman's only weakness.
Oh, okay.
Green butt plugs.
All right. So I want to talk about why taking a break isn't a failure. And I think a lot of times we punish ourselves for taking the rest that we need, especially in our culture, because
taking a rest.
I
thought you meant taking the rest. Like taking everything. Taking the rest, but taking a rest. Yeah. I got you now.
Or getting arrested.
Yeah. When you take a rest, you get arrested.
Okay. I was going to say in our culture, well, for me growing up, it was frowned upon to take a rest. I think it still is. Like, we're not allowed to take naps.
Like, get up.
Mm-hmm.
Go
We're
do
often,
something. Lazy.
Yep. We're often called lazy if we sit down, if we're not doing something. Especially, we are like taking a nap is definitely frowned upon, at least in my family and just how I've grown up. But I'm wondering if that guilt of resting is part of white supremacy, of assimilation.
Mm-hmm. How?
I could have sworn at one point I've heard some authentic Navajo say that rest is important, like a medicine man, like resting is important. And our great grandfathers, grandmothers would take a rest when they were herding sheep. It was something that they did. It was part of their culture. Resting is part. But I don't know, maybe it got lost somehow and we were called lazy. I could see that happening in Catholics, in residential schools, in Catholic schools. about rest. Like whenever you're resting, you're considered lazy or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not just talking about, I think when we were researching this, or looking up some things about resting and the grind culture.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I always thought rest was like a luxury or a privilege, but we found out that that's bullshit.
Right. So rest doesn't always necessarily mean taking a nap. It's
Mhm.
not just the physical part of resting. Resting involves like taking a break from the grind culture, always having to do things. And people rest in different ways, whether it's all about self-care, and whether that means like reading a book, doing art, doing something that pleases us.
Riding bikes,
That's hard for me to do.
but we did it.
We did, and we were sweaty. And you
Mhm.
go so fast.
I'm in my lowest gear. That's the slow gear.
I think we needed a rest, especially after this busy semester and juggling all the things that we're doing, because we're crazy and we like to work chaotically. We love the chaos. Well, I love it.
We love the grind culture, man.
If you don't know already, I'm a masochist when it comes to juggling balls in the air.
And the air. How do you do that?
What are you getting at? I'm not going to say anything gross and immature like you would.
Wood? You're talking about wood.
Oh my God. Anyways, so sometimes you need to get away and regroup. And after all the things that we were juggling these past couple of months, we really needed that rest. And we did. We got away for the weekend.
An hour.
Don't you hate when you're like trying to get away from it all and it costs money?
Mm-hmm. Maybe that's why they say rest is a luxury, because when you get away, you got to spend money.
I think the system is set up that way. Obviously, that's part of what we're talking about, how we're taking a break from all of that. And go ahead. What were you
So
gonna say?
you said that taking no rest is like resisting white supremacy.
Yeah. So I was going to talk about this article that we came across. I came across. It's from the Self website, and it's the founder of NAP Ministry talks about the ways rest can be a form of resistance, and how grind culture is exhausting. How it separates us from who we are as individuals. And this lady, the founder of NAP Ministry, is Trisha Hersey.
Hershey's
Hersey.
hearsay.
She talks about how, like I said, how that rest is a radical act that disrupts white supremacy and capitalism. And she emphasizes that it's not a luxury, but it's a necessity for reclaiming one's humanity and resisting systemic oppression.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
So we never learned in our culture that rest is good. It's seen, like I said, as lazy, as unproductive. And she explains that this is a form of justice, but layered and it being nuanced. She goes on to say that rest makes, quote, rest makes us more human. It brings us back to our humanness, to be more human, and to connect to who and what we truly are is at the heart of our rest movement.
I want a rest movement.
I think that's what we did when we took a break that weekend. But like I said, it cost money to do that.
And it was a lot of work to load up
Oh my
everything.
God. I didn't even want to begin
Just preparing.
What was going through your mind when you were doing that, though?
I'm like, yay, I'm resting.
No, you weren't.
I'm like, this is a lot of work.
Well, I was just thinking like, we're doing, this is good. This is going to be good for us. That's all I kept repeating in my mind.
Yeah, it's once you get to the destination and you unpack everything and you
Literally
set everything up, then it's like, okay. But then it does creep into my mind. Like once everything's set up, I'm like, okay, we're going to have to pack everything back up.
Well, doesn't it seem like packing like when you're leaving, it seems easier to pack everything up than when we're going, where it's like, oh my God, we need this, we need that, we need that.
Yeah, it's definitely lighter to go like once we're going back. But then when we get there, we have to clean everything because like I washed everything. Like that took a few days to get all done.
Yeah, and getting there too was scary. Do you remember why?
Mainly I just remember using the brakes.
Yes, that. Not seasoned in pulling things often.
Towing.
But I did make a suggestion to use lower gears. That worked.
That was good.
And we were good going home, but I was really scared. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, and people just go so fast.
Yeah, and especially after I think I was scared because remember, I think it was last month when some person was towing that semi in El Paso and they were going down that hill and it caught fire. I think.
Yeah, it was like a gas semi truck and the guy had a heart attack.
Did he have a heart attack? I don't know the story.
And then he slammed into a bunch of cars.
How did it catch fire though? Because when you see the footage, it's him coming down the hill and it's like on fire.
Already on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, did the brakes do that? I was so scared thinking that was going to be us going back to the valley.
Remember Final Destination, I guess it's a new movie. And in Argentina, someone was watching the movie and it fell on her. The ceiling caved in.
What does that have to do with towing?
Well, just
the Final Destination.
Final Destination. Yeah.
Okay.
That's funny.
Okay. You want to know what's funny? Is that I talk about how I have ADHD, and I realize you kind of have it too.
Yeah, I just don't brag about it.
Shut up! I'm not bragging. I'm not bragging. No. Anyways,
I like turtles.
Anyways, our weekend.
You're gonna get arrested.
Our weekend was. Do you think it was restful? I feel like I was more fidgety. We didn't have Wi-Fi. The kids were kind of going insane.
Yeah, I was reading a book and I only got like 1-2 chapters in. Oh, and then we went on a hike and then they yelled at us for
going
over a fence.
First of all, they were kind of the rules for the campground. This place we went to Cloudcroft. We wanted to get away, have a nice weekend. I was looking for dry camping initially. And good thing we didn't because, I don't know.
We'd be digging some holes in the forest.
And we wouldn't have running water. But this place did have sewer hookups, water hookups, electricity. So, yes, we were glamping. But it
was a quiet.
There was no Wi-Fi.
It was a quiet site. Remember they told us?
Yeah, it was a quiet site. There was no Wi-Fi. There was no service out there.
And then no lights at night.
No lights at night. So they had this website up, and it looked good on the website, but it said like, you need to call ahead of time if you have kids. And so I did. And the lady was like telling me how back in during COVID times, when remember everybody was getting away, everybody was camping, and I guess people were being inconsiderate, as they do. Gosh, people are truly inconsiderate. They just, I feel like camping should be part of the school curriculum, because anytime you go out to public lands, you really need to respect the environment, the land, be considerate of others. But as we know, like this day and age, people don't have consideration for one another. It's about me, 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 me. And honestly, that stems from the colonization, the greed and all that. So now it's like manifesting, and now we just aren't a community. We aren't conscious. Anyways, so I called her, I let her know, and she was like, oh, that's fine. But we're just a really quiet campground. And our little 4-year-old is not quiet.
He doesn't have a volume.
He doesn't even know when to be quiet. Like earlier today, I was like, hey, stop talking. I'm trying to hear this. And he's like, okay, but can you put on dinosaurs? Can you put on Lego? Can you? And I'm like, shh, no talk.
At least he was whispering.
Yeah. But he wouldn't be quiet.
But no, when I picked him up, I was all, say bye to everyone, and he's just yelling, ah! And I'm like, okay, let's go.
He's a wild one, man. So it was kind of concerning. I was like really scared about that. But yeah, we went to this campsite, and you know who was able to not go that insane? Salem, because he got to finish his book.
Mm-hmm.
He finished his book.
Yeah.
And
at least one of us finished something, huh?
Right. I felt like I was cleaning the whole time.
Yeah, I was cleaning too.
Is that resting?
Not really. You did lay in your hammock.
Yeah, for like 2 seconds.
And then
The boys
Jackson wanted to crawl in there, and
the boys were like, taking over it. And I think Salem won that war. And I'm like, this is my hammock. I didn't win that war.
And then Jackson had an accident that night.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. That's another thing.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just do a camping you and me. I figured, well, I guess it was good for the kids. We accommodated them, and they got to rest.
And they kept us busy. So if we're camping and it's just you and I, we might just start arguing or something.
We probably would, as we have been lately, when it's just you and I.
Like, no, you're misunderstanding me.
No, you are being toxic in our communication.
Well, you need to listen.
Well, you are wrong and I am right.
Oh, yeah, that's what I learned.
Mm-hmm.
I learned I'm ugly.
No.
And you're beautiful.
Shut up. You're stupid. You're
I'm
stupid.
and you're smart. Yeah, that's what I learned.
Oh, no. Oh, God. We're just toxic for each other.
Yeah, you play that Britney Spears song all the time.
I love that song. I do. Reminds me of my best friend. My cousin. Anyway, so yeah, we I guess when we break it down, I think it was good for us not having that Wi-Fi, not having
yeah,
the cell service.
Remember when we went into Cloudcroft to get like pizza?
Yeah.
And then all the boys, everyone's on their phone.
It's on their phone.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That was funny.
Fiending.
Yeah, fiending, catching, and then we went back to the campsite after, and it's back to figuring out what we were gonna do. But it's always good to get away, I think. And then Like that kind of glamping is new to us, so we're still figuring out.
Yeah.
Once it's all set up, I think it'll be easier for us.
Yeah.
But since it's new to us, it's just a lot more work.
It is. I don't think we'll be able to handle that kind of work as we get older.
Then we'll need like
Automatic stuff.
the RV.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because-
like those old people. There's a bunch of old people there, and then we'll be glaring at the kids that are
I
asking
know.
for their Spinosaurus.
And we're going to have the dogs. Our
I don't-
annoying
I
dogs.
don't think
No, I think, okay, you say that, but you've had dogs in the past. You grew up with dogs.
grew up with a bunch of dags.
I grew up with dogs. We had chow chows.
You're a dog.
Your dog.
No, I'm a horse.
Oh, yeah, I'm a dog. I forgot I'm a batch.
That's
Or Chinese zodiac.
zodiac. Yeah.
And dogs love me. What's going on? You farting over there? Oh.
Yeah, your phone's ringing.
Oh, that's the kids at school. I took them out early. Shut
They're
up.
like, your son's ditching.
What the fuck were we talking about?
We're talking about you want a bunch of dogs now.
Maybe I'm thinking about it.
A wolf pack.
Something cool.
Like, you like that little honey, or what's it called? Jubu?
Oh, the bichon frise.
The bitch on ice.
I love the bichon frise.
Bitch on freeze.
Those are such cute dogs, but I feel like they're high maintenance, and I hate the smell of wet dog. And I'm just thinking, like, oh god, that dog needs a bath all the time.
What's the other dag that we were looking at?
I don't want a husky. They shed
No.
way too much.
The one that runs up walls.
What? Oh,
The
it's a German dog.
yeah.
It's not quite a shepherd, although I wouldn't be opposed to a shepherd. It's called a Belgian Malinois or a Belgian Shepherd.
So it's like a Millinois.
A Malinois.
Millinois. Like Brunois.
A Belgian Malinois. Oh my God, I don't even know if I'm saying it right. They aren't considered ideal family pets. They have a strong prey drive. And
They're religious?
yes.
They're all, okay. Let me catch this.
Says their instinct to herd and chase can be problematic around small animals and even children.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yoy.
So
I don't like this, so I don't think we should get that.
Oh, how about a cane curso?
How about a grizzly bear?
No, look at a cane curso.
No,
That's
I don't like
pretty
those. I
much
know what those dogs are.
A grizzly bear.
They're heavy. I think they could sit on you and you die.
You could ride one.
Anyways, yeah, we'll talk about dog breeds. That's a good family discussion.
Yeah, but not when we're in this place.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we're out of here. Yeah, so I guess it was a good rest. I like the fact that they were, like I said, no Wi-Fi, no cell service.
Was it a full moon that night?
No, they did say that we could look. Oh, you want to know? There's no fires.
Yeah, it
We
was
couldn't have a fire.
which I understand because it was dry as fuck.
And that's why I'm saying that we need this in a curriculum because people don't know how to put out fires. Like, why would you go camping and start a fire and not know how to correctly put it out?
That happens all the time.
Ugh, it's aggravating.
Yeah, so there was a fire ban, and remember it rained a little bit, so it was cloudy. We didn't even get to see the moon or the Milky Way.
Yeah,
like
he
it was
said.
supposed to be a dark, quiet camp, and it was no. There's dogs barking at the camp, and then it was
That was annoying.
it was cloudy, so we didn't see the stars. I saw some satellites moving.
We saw a lot of satellites.
Yeah, a bunch. Yeah.
A bunch. And I want to know if it was the same satellite.
No, it's several different ones.
I wonder how fast it takes to go around the world. I'll look that up another time. But it was a lot of satellites that we saw. You said you saw a shooting star?
I saw one big one that was pretty
Damn,
cool.
I didn't do
Yeah.
I was too busy washing dishes and making the beds, I guess.
Yep. And turning the butter.
I always feel the need to sweep in there. I need to sweep.
Yeah.
I have
Well,
I have to sweep.
it gets dirty like right after you sweep it.
I
Right
know.
when the kids walk in.
Yeah.
And then especially Jackson, I don't know how he gets like a pound of dirt in his shoes. Like when he comes back from school.
Yeah.
It's just
I know. I know.
So much dirt. Like he took all the dirt from the playground and put it in his shoe.
So that weekend was needed despite, I think when we can take breaks, we do. We find those little moments in between. And I did get some reading done being at home too. But it's just one thing after another. If you're at home, like, especially if we're in like this grind culture with work and then, just being able to live, one of us has to like be on that. And, you're working with school, trying to get all your work done with school, and, you have your job too. It can be exhausting. And then we have to find like an end point. Even myself, like, well, I know we've been tag teaming, like, okay, I'll stay late to finish my schoolwork this night. And then you take care of everything. And then when it's my night, you stay late. And so it's just trying to juggle.
Or I'll call you and be like, hey, it's time to clock out.
I know.
Get your butt home.
That's hard to do for me.
Yeah, but does it help when I call you and tell you like, you need to get over here?
It does. I think if you send one of the boys or if you're physically present, I'm like, okay, I gotta go.
And you see me actually rolling my eyes.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And you're like, I gotta go.
I gotta go. Bye.
Bye.
I still think we do need those you and I moments probably. And I think we need them individually. And I'm so excited that you'll kind of get that next week with your bro. Coming out and visiting.
Oh, yeah. I haven't done that in a minute.
Yeah. And then I was thinking about myself. I'm all sad. Just kidding.
Why do you get sad when you think about yourself?
As I'm like, I don't have any friends, but I do.
You do. They just don't like you. Just kidding.
Yes, they do. They're just too busy for me.
No, you hang out with your buddies too.
I do. I do hang out when I can. I'll have family here this weekend.
Yeah,
so.
that's true.
But yeah, resting is really important. And going back to the article, what did I say her name? Trisha
Hersey.
Trisha Hersey was saying that, quote, this is more than naps. It's that she realizes that it's so easy for us as a culture to attempt to engage with work from a quick surface level, and that social media makes it so seductive to quickly scroll and feel a high from the media presented. Like memes on our page, propaganda messages, just tools that are used to lay a foundation for us to deprogram from the grind culture. So it's like an extension of capitalism. She also goes on to say that we have to put down our phones and laptops to rest. You have to take an intense look at ways in which the grind culture has traumatized us. And we have to start the process of healing from this trauma. And so she also says that it's unraveling from the grips of our toxic understanding of our self-worth as divine human beings. And here's where she mentions the word grief. And this isn't the first time, not just within her article, but I've seen it in other places too, where they talk about grieving in this culture isn't done. And it's seen as a waste of time because grieving is a powerful place of reverence and liberation. And that a grieving person is a healed person. And I think you and I were questioning, like, well, what does grief have to do with it? Because when we think of grief, we're thinking of like when someone passes away and then just the steps of that process in itself.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like if someone dies, how we grieve and how I process like them being gone. But it goes beyond that.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that quote that you said, well, that you read earlier, that grief is about what was taken and not about what was lost.
Right. So in talking about grief, you have to see it as an unrelenting process. It calls for you to stop. It calls for you to slow down and to respond or to process. And rest is connected to grief because resting allows people to feel and to mourn and to heal. So, a good example was in recent news that public hate crime against Jonathan Ross, Jonathan Joss. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Jonathan Joss, who was the voice of John Redcorn.
Mm-hmm. And he's the chief in Parks and Rec.
Yes, he's so funny in that. I think we watched like a little a little thing of Jonathan Joss on Parks and Rec, just like compilation of all his parts. And I was so thankful that they put him in Parks and Recs. He is absolutely funny. But when we're talking about that in particular, using that as an example, that as Indigenous people, we might feel the grief that goes beyond that incident itself, which includes being reminded again and again that our lives are not protected and that this time it demands a time to breathe, to feel, to hold each other up. And I think that's kind of where we're at right now, in a sense of resting from all this, like, because it's Pride Month and for it to happen at the start of Pride Month, the fact that he is gay, and then like this obvious hate crime had happened, and how people are just like negatively portraying him. They're perpetuating the savagery stereotype.
The media just use like unflattering pictures of him to show who he was, but he was just there in San Antonio to check on his property, and then one of the neighbors came around and shot him.
Right. And they were obviously, him and his husband were they have over the years have experienced these problems with neighbors, not just that particular neighbor, but other people surrounding them. They thought he was the enemy, and he had every right to express those emotions, the basic human emotions of being angry, because it's like when you corner an animal, like what's going to happen? Like we're going to protect ourselves, and we use our emotions to do that. And in his story, that's kind of what he did.
And his house was burned down there.
Yeah, they burned down his house.
Yeah, I just saw that San Antonio, is it the district attorney? They're not going to charge. It's not going to be charged as a hate crime, which is crazy.
I know. When it was obviously a hate crime.
Yeah.
But this is why we need, this is why these issues are important to us. And it does, like I said before, it reminds us that our lives aren't protected, that we're constantly displayed in media and as just this stereotype of this savage stereotype.
And back to grief and grieving, you talked about like how grief was within the community, how a community grieves. It's different than individual. And like you said with Jonathan Joss, and then I was thinking about Emily Pike as well.
Right. Even in her instance, there was a lot of negativity, just a bunch of ignorance surrounding indigenous lives and in the communities of how we see, like, people are always going to question, like, well, why was she in a group home? Well, do you not know what happens on the, obviously they don't,
No.
but it's just that ignorance behind, like, what happens on the reservations and the system that, you know, puts us in this place where we, you know, we have all these factors that we can't take care of our kids. There's just so many underlying issues that are bigger issues. And we're still portrayed as that savage imagery. And it sucks because it's like we're constantly in this battle. And this is what I'm talking about life and about the necessary breaks that we need from life, especially as Indigenous people. I think that's really important for us. And I feel like rest is something that we need to reclaim.
I like that.
I want to also go to an issue that did happen personally. I am talking about the toxic environment within academia, within institutions, working for an institution, and also coming from a student side, navigating my way and experiences through institutions that provide these toxic environments. And I think it's more so when you're working with the institution. And we'll probably get more into that as we have a special guest in the future that we're going to talk about.
Yeah. I was going to ask,
that environment.
How do you rest from that environment at work? I know you get personal leave and like that kind of stuff. Maybe that's what you just take, huh?
I think I'm still trying to put together, like, trying to make sense of all of it. Like I said, it feels constant. So I had this situation where, like, okay, yeah, the microaggressions have simmered down within my environment. Yet I did have a moment as a student of, like, disassociation, of being invisible. There also has been moments, aside from being a student, just being a person, and where I felt like a token, you know?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But I feel like like as a student, that might have been addressed. It reassured me that in academia, like, we are capable of learning from those experiences. Whereas in my work environment, I don't feel like people have learned from microaggressions. There's, like, literally no accountability. There's just ignoring the issues, staying silent about it. And of course, we all know when you stay silent, it's violence. But as a student, I feel like that was a win.
Mm-hmm.
Just, you know, having that resolved.
Yeah.
So I had a professor, a white professor, that would talk about other issues and other groups, like Indigenous groups, Black groups, like, you know, marginalized groups.
Mm-hmm.
And he would get on the topic of course, cultural appropriation. I just didn't see where this was going at the time. I thought that as an Indigenous student, I could share my experiences. And
so was he talking, like, saying you were doing
no,
cultural
like,
appropriation?
the subject was about cultural appropriation.
Oh, okay.
It was specifically tied to public health, like with vaccinations and just how we perceive that as a community, how we seem to focus on marginalized groups when, like, during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
There's just so many issues with that. When talking about like indigenous topics, I would share my experiences, and I always felt like I was being dismissed because, you know, I got the feeling like, oh, he's the professor. He's the one who does, you know, I'm doing air quotes here, but research, and this is his expertise. But it's just telling when it's coming from like the other.
Like he is ignoring what you said.
Yeah. He
heard it and then he just like, oh, let's move on like to the next person. Or
there was like, it was just so like, I felt like it was condescending when I made comments. There was no like, oh, thank you for sharing or whatever.
Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah. Like, I think I remember talking about how on the Navajo Nation, there's that Just Move It movement.
Yeah, go.
And I was talking about how we continue to, we're like, at least we're trying, you know, on the res to be healthy. And there, you know, we have these like little movements called Just Move It was one of them. But there was no like, oh, thank you for sharing or anything like that. It was very dismissive. And it was just like, damn, like that wasn't the only thing. It was just other things where I felt like whatever I said or if I shared my experiences were dismissive. And like the smallpox topic, we got onto that. And I'm sure it was just like him trying to get us to critically think, especially the more traditional students, and who are of the younger generation, to get them to critically think about what they thought about smallpox in general, and how we almost eradicated the virus, but like through taking vaccines because we were more informative. I felt like, for me, and I'm sure there's like research on this too, that as an indigenous person, it was just kind of funny, ironic to me, because like, who gave us the smallpox to begin with?
I was thinking of how it was used, like put in blankets and given out to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then you want to inform the public. So it's all about control, right?
Spread on purpose. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and now it's not there anymore. Thank God for the vaccinations. But it initially came to us because they all had a purpose and a goal to eradicate our group so that they could get what they wanted, which was the land. Anyways, I felt that was dismissive. Other people who gave academic comments, he acknowledged them right away with like, I hear you. Yeah. But none was given to me in that sense. And I just felt like a little bit like I was ignored. I was invisible. And these were my experiences as an indigenous person, or an identified indigenous person. Yeah. And then others were talking about things, and he made sure to say, oh, good point. But I did bring this up to, you know, someone in a position who was able to assess the situation. He gave me some suggestions, and he also might have talked to this person. And I noticed, you know, a difference later after. Yeah. It was more inclusive. It became more inclusive, which I really appreciated. I appreciated that shift.
Support.
Yeah. And I knew that this individual might have had some comments, you know, or given to him, or feedback. Feedback, and he took it well. So I really appreciate that. I do appreciate when people are held accountable. Even myself, like, I've been wrong as a teacher, but I like to stand corrected. And I say that, you know, and I think accountability, there's some sort of, it humbles you. So I really appreciate that turnaround. And that was pretty much the only success that I've seen, and that it just kind of reassured me that we're all capable of learning from one another. And that's part of the learning process, I think, is just taking that accountability and learning, oh, okay, I didn't know that I made this person feel that way. I'm going to change what I do. I think we need to start doing that in our own relationship and having better communication where we can accept the feedback and make a positive change.
Oh, change.
But yeah, that's some of the things. I guess that would be a triumph that I saw happen. I mean, given there are...
Yeah, that was a positive outcome.
Right. For the most part, people are nasty. Like going back to your question about how do we take a break from that? How do we rest from microaggressions and being in a toxic environment?
At work, yeah.
Right. At work. And just as a student, I think that getting away like we did for that weekend was good. At home, I think focusing not on this and maybe the kids is also good. For me, anyways, I can only speak from my experiences.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Like yesterday was fun. We all rode bikes everywhere.
You took off from the boys. They're all riding back I couldn't find Dad.
I didn't realize they were that slow.
Oh my God. Supposed to stay with them. So I wanted to talk about also how our identity showed up when the podcast wasn't running. And you had mentioned something that happened on our camping trip.
Oh, yeah. That was just talking to one of our neighbors at the campsite. He came over and introduced himself, and we were chatting a bit. He's ex-military, and when we told him that we were both Dene, that's when he went into like, oh, I love Cocopellis. Do you guys do Cocopellis?
I was like, what is that? I don't know what that. I guess I could.
It wasn't familiar to you?
No, it's not familiar to me.
I remember, like when I worked at Grand Canyon, they were all over the rocks and the walls, and it's just like,
I can see it in my head.
Yeah, yeah. It's a fertility deity,
which I didn't know.
Yeah, the old petroglyphs and hieroglyphs had a phallic shape on it.
A doik?
Yes.
He just wanted me to say that.
Yeah. And I guess the more recent depictions of it by Hopi and Zuni, and there's other tribes that would draw Cocopelli. Those don't have the
thingies, the wieners.
They just say it's like a. They describe it as like a hunchback flute guy, but that's the fertility deity.
Okay, so in my mind, in my image, I'm thinking of he's playing a flute.
Yeah.
Or is he sucking his own doing?
That's Marilyn Manson.
Anyways, yeah, that was kind of weird. We're just like, because remember he was like, talking about, oh, I did a DNA test.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
He's all, I did a 23andMe because I was adopted and my family always said I was Native American, and I did a 23andMe and there's no Native American.
Denied.
I know. That was kind of weird. This can go into a whole other can of worms like that we could open up about who identifies as Native. Like who can? Just because you took a 23andMe and it says that you're a percent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know.
Native.
That's
I don't know.
That's a weird topic. That blood quantum, it goes back into quantum. It goes into the melting pot.
And all these pretendians, I'm sure at one point, like Buffy, what's her name? Buffy St. Marie, not Buffy St. Marie, because I've heard stories of how her relatives were like, she always knew she was Italian. Like, She's dumb. Her own family members were saying that about her. I mean, I'm not saying it. Her family members said it. Let's get that straight. Okay, guys?
Oh, there's another Italian pretendian that was in a bunch of movies. Iron Eyes Cody.
Oh. Italians like to do that, huh? Because they have brown eyes, brown hair. Well, some do.
And then isn't Sergio Leone? He did a lot of westerns, and he's Italian. And they filmed it in Italy. A lot of those old westerns.
I think you know a lot more about westerns than I do. I was never.
You were never a westerner?
I was never a westerner.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like that was kind of weird when he was like telling us about his 23andMe experience and him being native. We're just like, what? Because he was putting up his flags.
Yeah, and then he had to come over and explain his Texas flag. He's like, I just put it up because that's where I live. I'm not into
He said he's very liberal, but he has flags. That's what he said, I think.
I said, I can appreciate that.
Well, all of you know that Gabe's a flag nerd, so.
It's called vexillologist.
Oh, sorry.
Actually, you need to get it right.
Oh, sorry. I really recommend that we'll provide a link on our website, maybe social media, about this article if you want to give it a read for yourself. It's a pretty interesting article, and I've been quoting from it, going back to, and I'm just kind of like reading through it.
Oh, is that Trisha?
Trisha. Yes, Trisha.
Yeah, we can link it. We'll put a link on the website.
Yeah. I like how, I just have to say that she does say, like, in this one part, that she trusts the creator and her ancestors to always make space for my gifts and talents without needing to work myself into exhaustion. And our bodies and spirits don't belong to capitalism, no matter how it's theorized and presented. That we are worthy of rest. We don't have to earn it. It's not a luxury or a privilege. And it's just a myth that we created because the system doesn't want us to rest. They want us to keep working and grinding.
Oh, the system wants us to be tired.
Yes.
So we can't fight.
Exhaustion, like she says, keeps us numb. It keeps us zombie-like. It keeps us on their clock. And that degrades our divinity. So once we remember that we are divine, she's so spiritual. We won't participate and allow anything in our hearts and minds that isn't loving or caring. And we need to treat ourselves and each other like the tender, powerful beings that we are. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, make sure you guys rest. Go slow.
Yep. Rest.
Yeah.
R&R.
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 Rest is a resistance, though. We just want to say that we have upcoming episodes that we are excited to explore. We have a couple guests where we want to hear their stories about resistance, about their experiences growing up, being indigenous, and how they view the world around them. And that's what we're here to do, is just listen to our two stories and build that community.
Yeah. Share stories.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God. I did want to talk about another thing, like in topics and all that we're excited to share. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, not just our guests and hearing their stories, but there are other working topics that we want to get into.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
our hair.
Hair. What was the other ones that we were wanting to talk about?
Decolonizing monogamy.
I just want to fuck around. Ew, and find out.
I just want to find out.
Do you want to find out, since it's Pride Month? No, I was kidding. Do you want to find out that way?
I don't want to fuck around that way.
Aw, you're no fun. Just kidding.
How are you? Do you?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. So there was an interesting topic that I want to explore later that hopefully we can do more research on, and it's called Sunny Boy Syndrome.
What's that?
Well, I learned that term on TikTok, and
Sunny boy.
did you say sucky boy?
No, I said sunny boy.
I thought you said sucky boy.
I was like, wait, did you say
Ew.
sucky boy syndrome?
No, sunny boy.
Sunny boy, yeah.
Sunny boy syndrome.
I think I know what it is.
Okay, you tell me what you think it is.
I think it's about like the boys get away with everything.
Yep.
And then the mom doesn't ever like get after the boys, and then they grow up into adults and they're still like little sunny boys.
Mm-hmm.
I gotcha. Well,
I want to explore it in a more indigenous context.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And yeah, it's
because you grew up with all your cousins, and so you've seen that firsthand.
Yep. I think it's they just cater to, you cater to little boys, you get them. I don't know why they hold them, like they put them on this pedestal, like they're this, and it's not within our culture to do that, to put them on a pedestal and to baby them. And
especially in a matrilineal. Yeah, I don't get that.
No.
But I see it, like all my uncles, they're all sunny boys, except for one uncle. All the rest are, I get that.
I bet you have friends that you've seen.
100%.
Yeah. And then they grow up and then they're just not always good people.
They're just sunny boys.
They're just sunny boys because there's no accountability. That's what happens for their actions. That
would be a good episode.
Yeah. So I want to explore more about Sunny Boy Syndrome.
I would think, we have all boys. I was thinking if we had a daughter, she would be so spoiled. I don't see how it'd be like Princess Syndrome, maybe, but Sunny Boy Syndrome.
I'm a princess.
You're a princess.
But I'm not spoiled.
Yeah, you are.
Just kidding. But am I a bitch?
Your Chinese zodiac, yes.
I'm giving you native glare
I
right
know,
now.
I can see. You mean no native, but native. You're a bear, huh? You're a shush.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're not a bitch.
Oh my gosh, when you say bear, I'm thinking about Grizzly Man. I've never seen that documentary until last night, and that's all I'm thinking about today.
Timothy Treadwell.
Oh.
What a life-saving. He saved all the bears in Kodiak Island.
He's a sunny boy. I bet he's
something else.
He's a crazy lady.
That guy is a crazy lady.
Oh man, that documentary. How have I not seen that documentary before?
I bet you can find the audio. I think it's out there.
I almost want to watch it just because of his idiocracy.
Yeah. I think it's out there. Just audio though.
Gosh, there's
it's just him screaming like blah, blah.
That's probably somebody else's audio. I don't know if it's his though. Because there have been others who have been mauled by bears.
Oh, yeah.
Invading their space and such. But yeah, I don't know. I'm fixated on that because, I'm terrified of bears. I am a bear. That's my clan. But I'm terrified of bears.
Why are you scared of your own?
Because the 90s fucked that up for me. Remember The Edge?
Yeah, with, wait, don't tell me Benicio del Toro.
No.
Anthony Hopkins?
Anthony Hopkins. No, Alec Baldwin.
And Anthony Hopkins.
Was it Anthony Hopkins?
Was it Benicio del Toro?
We don't even know. It was in Oh my God. Was it 1980? It was 1988.
You said The Edge.
The Edge. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a movie called The Bear.
That's a porno.
gay porno. The Edge movie cast. That was in 1997. Alec Baldwin, Anthony Hopkins. Bart the Bear was pretty famous. He did he's a grizzly. He's a trained grizzly. Now they have to do CPG.
Chat TPN. Yeah.
AI. What is that called?
It's all CGI now.
CGI,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
CGI. Oh my gosh. That documentary made me it was comical. I don't even know where to begin.
Did you like the ending? Wait.
When he died.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. There's so many funny parts in that.
He's just a nut.
Oh my gosh. And then the ones that cared about him or like worked with him, one lady had a platonic relationship with him, the other was the ex, and it was so cringy how they were talking about their relationship with him. Like the ex was just like laughing. Remember when she's after
and then they spread his ashes.
Okay, but I get like the nervous laughing, but that was so cringy. Like she's forcing her to, because like the Werner or whatever, Werner Herzog was listening to the audio.
I'd like to see the child.
He's like, I'd like to hear the audio.
I would like to hear him get shredded from limb to limb.
And then she's all looking at him and he's all, turn it off. And he turns it off and he was just like talking about how horrific it sound. And he's like, never listen to it. And she's all quiet and it zooms in on her. And she's all like laughing.
She's all, I already did it.
And then she's all, she like puts it into a cry face. And I'm like, weird.
What I didn't like about that was the whole thing Timothy was doing was protecting the bears. And then after he died, what happened?
Yeah, 2 of them got shot.
They killed the bears that killed him. Stupid.
When you're invading their space, that's not protecting them.
While they're trying to
crazy.
hibernate and get fatten up before they go into hibernation.
He was crazy.
He's out there trying to pet them.
And ranting. Like who was the Wilson? His teddy bear.
Oh yeah, Wilson, yeah. But he was ranting. He's all like, I won. Take
Fuck
that.
you. Fuck the government. Like,
and then he dies the next day.
I know. He's all ranting.
Yeah, that was a crazy
That was
one.
kind of a funny documentary to me. Anyways, that was on my mind. Sorry, we trailed off, but that's what I watched last night.
Should we do a recommends?
Recommends Grizzly Man. We can. But even indigenous people they're like, you don't invade their space. We leave them alone. They leave us alone. We indigenous know everything. It's just he wanted to be a bear.
Yep.
I ain't that dumb. And his poor girlfriend got like thrown in the mix too, and she's all scared, and she documented how afraid she was. But why didn't she leave? And even when he was getting mauled, she stuck around, and then it ended up killing her too. It's just
maybe it's that fight or flight, and she just froze.
But she was hitting the bear in the head with an iron pan.
Leave him alone. He's your friend.
Yeah.
With the iron pan.
That's what it said. I mean, like, you don't see that in the footage. You like kind of hear it. You're just listening to everything. You probably heard some clunks here and there.
That wouldn't do nothing.
It made him mad.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Make him mad. Yeah.
And he took,
it's all, you're next.
you're next, bitch.
And then she's all, ah.
Oh no. We're laughing. But stupid is as stupid does.
Stupid gets as stupid gets.
That one guy, he's all like, the bears probably thought he was mentally retarded.
Yeah, the bears were like, all right, this guy's not going to leave. So one of us got to do something.
I know. And he goes, oh my gosh, this is such a recipe for disaster. He goes right like in the maze, back to the maze. Like he left initially, remember? And then like he got into a fight with somebody, and then he goes back to his camp. That doesn't make any sense. And so they were saying that the normal bears that he hung out with all started, like, they went into their caves.
They're
hibernating. And then these other bears, like, descended from everywhere, knowing that the other
slow bears that were like had to fatten up right away.
Right. Yes. Exactly.
That didn't know him or weren't familiar with him. And then he's still walking up to them and trying to pet them.
Right. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
and
that was bound to happen.
Yeah.
A friend of mine said, "Oh, that check was in the mail." Yeah.
Oh, this guy was wacky. And I'm surprised it took the bears 13 years to be like, all right, we had enough of you.
Yeah.
And then, oh gosh, his attitude was turned into his whiteness, like, really manifested, especially in the end. It's like, this is all mine.
Yeah, this is my land. These are my bears. He's all.
Yeah. Like,
okay.
Okay.
Go tell the bears.
Right? Like, this is how hungry the bears were too. Is like when they shot the first one that ate his ass up.
Literally.
And this is so gruesome, but they had to, like, cut open the bear and gather the remains.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the contents of the stomach. They shot the other bear. They were going to come back to dissect that other bear to get the remains from that bear, but when they came back, they found that bear was shredded. See, that's how hungry these bears are.
The other bears ate the bear.
Yeah. So it's like they're so fucking hungry.
Well, in desperation, they're trying to fatten up, and then the salmon run wasn't happening that year.
Oh yeah, that's right. So don't visit
Kodiak Island,
especially Grizzly Maze. That's where he fucking camped at.
Oh, I got the bear rhyme.
A bear rhyme?
Yeah.
What?
So if you encounter a bear and it attacks you, if it's black, you fight back. If it's brown, you lay down. And if it's white, good night. You're dead. Polar bear, hungry.
I don't think that's the case for grizzlies. Because they
Timothy Treadwell.
They probably laid down. Remember, he was yelling. They said he was telling her to play dead, or she was telling him to play dead. He did lay down, but
it's too late.
It was like probably, yeah.
He was really playing dead because he was dead. And then she was screaming.
Oh no! She's all, stop it!
Stop it! That's my man.
Oh no!
He's your friend.
Yeah, don't go camping in the months like when they wake up. That's a bad idea because they're hungry.
They hungry.
Because I know when I wake up, I'm hangry.
Yes.
And don't camp like before they go down, like go to sleep. That's in September, October. Ugh.
Yeah, I would just avoid Kodiak Island.
I would too.
Those bears are huge.
They are. Oh my gosh.
Even these little black bears.
And he kept saying too, I know I keep talking about this, but he's all like, they will kill you. They will decapitate you. He kept saying that throughout this whole documentary.
Yeah, spoiler alert. He's all telling us how the movie's going to end.
I know. That's just so weird to know that. And you're like, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But he even said, like, I don't want to die. So I don't understand this guy. Like, I don't get it. Yeah. Anyways, if you want to watch that, it's free on Prime. If you want a good laugh.
Grizzly man.
Well, we want to thank you for coming back and holding space for us. The truth is, being half-breeds in this world isn't something we normally talk about especially when the mic is on. It's everywhere. It's in our jobs, in our schools, in our homes. It's our exhaustion as we experience and journey on through two different worlds. But this podcast helps us to slow down and to name it. It gives us permission to reflect instead of just react. So if this episode resonated with you, share it. Tag us. Tell someone else it's okay to pause too. We're glad to be back, not just recording again, but grounded in why we started in the first place. Until next time, take care of yourselves and honor your rhythms. That's resistance too.
Yes, thank you for coming back and listening to us, and share our episode. Visit our websites, go on our social media, shoot us emails. We're open for all that.
Yeah, hit us up if you want to be a guest and share your stories on our podcast.
Yeah.
We will certainly make that happen somehow.
Rest
some way.
is resistance.
Rest is resistance. Hakuanet.
Hakoshi. Bye-bye.